Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm answering a question. This comes from the Reddit SEO board, or maybe it was the big SEO board, I don't know. But this person was a HVAC contractor, and it sounded like they were just starting out, or they just put their website up, and they were wondering, is it possible to rank above the established companies in your area? You know, how long does it take? What's the ROI? They were thinking of investing in SEO. But they were just basically curious, you know, what their return on investment was going to be. Now, it's absolutely possible to defeat some of the more established players. Now, depending on what market you're in as well. It will usually take a little bit of time to become the tippy top. Usually takes a lot of effort because, you know, heating and cooling, air conditioning, these people in most markets that I've seen, they're pretty competitive. It's a lot of money on the line. Now, if you're looking for a short-term fix, you can definitely do something like Google Guaranteed or their home service ads that are at the very tippy top of the search results. They put those up there. They take a little cut. Of course, they take their fee. You pay them, you know, when somebody clicks. Or you could pay Yelp. Yelp probably charges a little bit more. It depends on your market, but they probably charge a little bit more as well. But those are two ways that you could probably get leads because those always show up, you know, pretty high in the search results. But if you're talking about straight SEO and HVAC and you're a brand new site, there's a few things that I can tell you absolutely that you need to do if you want to rank well. Okay, so the first thing that you will have to do is make sure that you have a really kick-ass looking site, well organized, and it has all the right content on there. It's not going to be enough to have a 3-page site, and especially if you're talking about in a major metro region, you're going to want to have, at a bare minimum, you're going to want to have pages, not sections on, you know, one page, but full out pages that deal with air conditioning, heating, heat pumps, air duct cleaning and repair. Those are usually the ones that you see. There might be other ones as well, that other things that you might do. You might deal with indoor air quality. You might do some other things as far as that. But those things, at a minimum, you're going to want to have. And I would highly recommend that you have pages for each of the things like repair, replacement, installation, maintenance. Installation and replacement can kind of go together, but you probably stand a better chance of ranking if you have each of those dialed in and they have unique content on each page. Now, that's the first thing that you're going to want to do. So AC repair, furnace repair, replacement, installation, maintenance, all those things. And then other ones for like heat pumps and air duct cleaning, air duct repair. You're going to also want to put dryer vent cleaning in there as well. Those are all things that Google is going to look for as far as signs that a site is of high quality and deserves to rank higher. Okay, must be mobile friendly, use HTTPS, have an SSL certificate, good hosting, put your contractor license number on there. I would also highly recommend having all your subsequent, you know, places that you have a profile, you know, some kind of link there. So we're talking your Google My Business, your Yelp, Home Advisor, House, Angie's List. But you could put other ones as well, like the Better Business Bureau. You know, Thumbtack, you might not need to link it from there. Wouldn't hurt to have a profile there. I know a lot of people do get leads from that. So those are all things, links and profiles that Google is looking for you to have, because if you are a legit HVAC contractor in your market, you're going to be trying to get leads, and these are all places that HVAC contractors have sites. And once you've done all that, I would say be very aggressive in trying to get Google reviews from people. Of course, you're doing good service, so you're going to want to get reviews in lots of different places. If you can get some from Home Advisor and some from House, that would be great. But the two places you really want to get them from as well, on top of those, would be Google and Yelp. Very, very important. Also, make sure that you have a YP.com profile as well. Yelp, YP, Home Advisor, Angie's List, those all seem to rank really well as far as like third-party sites, or what I call piggyback sites, piggyback SEO. Those seem to rank really well when you're searching like a certain city and then AC repair or furnace repair or air duct cleaning. Okay, so you've got all that content on your site and you've got all that separated out, you know, the main pages like heating, cooling, air ducts, and then you got the sub pages below that, okay? Plus you've got all your secondary profiles out there, all your third-party profiles where you're trying to get leads, all right? So you got that dialed in. Good looking site, you got all that going on, you're getting reviews. Now the next thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're going to want to get some other links and citations, both from local sources and other places that, you know, deal with HVAC. So there's different ways that you can go about this. You know, joining your Chamber of Commerce, that's usually a good local signal that you're rooted in the community. But if there's other things that you can do as well, like getting some sort of sponsorship links, you know, sponsor the Little League team or whatever, if they link to your website, if they have a sponsors page, that's going to help as well. You're going to want to get links from other types of places that have to do with heating and cooling, AC repair, furnaces, heat pumps, and stuff like that. So, you know, there might be different ones out there that are specific to your community, but I would say also look for opportunities to rank in different things or to appear in different lists. Now, there's a couple sites out there that look for local satisfaction. One would be Expertise. You know, usually in major markets they have, here's the top 20, the top 10, the top 15, whatever, HVAC contractors. Another one is 3 Best Rated. So look for that one in your particular city to be in the top 3. In 3 Best Rated, you're going to have an abundance of reviews. So work on those Google reviews, work on those Yelp reviews, have a good looking site. It's well put together, fast loading, mobile friendly, all those things, because you're going to look for that. Another thing too, make sure you got testimonials, reviews on your site. That's something that Google is going to look for, I guarantee it. After a while, it's going to come down to who's got the best links and who's got the best content. That's really like with HVAC. It's really a big part of it is the best links and the best content. So, you know, it might do you a little bit of good to hire an SEO consultant or an SEO agency to kind of scope out your competition and see what, you know, their link profile looks like, look at what their, you know, websites look like, make sure that yours is as good or better than all of theirs. And, you know, just work on getting reviews and things like that. Another thing that I would recommend is if you're in a large metro area and there's more than one city that you're targeting, say that you're targeting, you know, whatever customers are in, like a 50-mile radius, maybe it's not that big, maybe it's like 35-mile radius or whatever. But if you've got cities around you, it might help you, just a big hint, to have landing pages for each of those cities where you talk about the different things that you do. AC repair, furnace repair, heat pump repair and replacement, air duct cleaning, dryer vent cleaning. Put all that stuff on those landing pages or those specific pages. If you're really ambitious, you can have it dialed into where you have specific city landing pages for each of those services, each of those major services, if you're really ambitious and you have some time to grind. But in the meantime, definitely have those city landing pages for those different things. Now, you're not going to rank in the map for those if you have one location. If you have one office, if you have one industrial space where you work out of, or maybe you work out of your home or whatever it is. But you're not going to rank all over the map just because you have different landing pages. You're going to rank basically close to where your business is located. Either you have a shop, or like I said, some contractors work out of their home and just set a service area. Doesn't mean that you're going to rank like all over the place. Just keep that in mind. That's what you have those landing pages for. That's how you're going to, you know, get some of those leads. So, like I said, work on your content, look at the design of the site, and look at the link profile. Those 3 legs of the table are super important when it comes to HVAC, and people who get those 3 things and tons of reviews on Google, Yelp, Home Advisor, all those things, if you get all that stuff over a long period of time, then you're going to win. But you should be able to, in most markets, get within striking distance fairly quickly if you have those things to begin with. So yes, SEO is important, but make sure if you're hiring an SEO company that they're also working on your content and working on your links. And another thing, last thing I would highly recommend if you've got an HVAC company is a blog. It's very important. Either you do it or hire somebody to do it for you. It just helps with internal linking. It helps bring in some people in your local area. Maybe they're searching for, my thermostat doesn't work or whatever. Do I need to call the local air conditioning company to come and fix this, or is this something that I can troubleshoot on my own? Different things like that. Maybe you put together things to look for if you're buying a central air conditioning system or a ductless air conditioning system. But you can blog infinitely about all these things. Like I said, if you don't have time to do it, which you might not, and a lot of HVAC contractors don't have time to do this, hire somebody that can handle this, that can put together something that's reasonable length, not like 500-word articles, but things that have a little bit of meat and bones to it. And I guarantee that that's going to help you as well in SEO. These are all characteristics of top quality HVAC sites, and these are all things that Google looks for that I've all described. These are all characteristics of a excellent HVAC site. So these types of sites are always going to get an opportunity to rank higher if you're working on content, adding more content, blog articles, improving what's there, and improving your link profile, and the design doesn't look like a piece of crap. It looks amazing. It looks like a site that was designed with a high level of expertise and skill. So hope that helps. Yes, you can definitely beat the big players in your market, but just realize that they're working at this too, and they're grinding just as hard. And believe me, with any type of local contracting, whether it's HVAC or roofing or handyman work or remodeling work or whatever it is, everybody is grinding and they're all looking for an advantage too. And your competitors are likely working with an SEO agency or SEO freelancer or something like that. I guarantee you that they all are. If they're ranking well, guarantee it. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. I'm here about every other day putting out videos. If you have a question, leave it in the comments below. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I think that's very exciting, so let's get to 1,000. That's all I have for now, and until next time, peace.